In behind two of our previous winners this season and not in the top 10. This is the battle for 13th.
Who'd have thought? What a weird night, I think, all in all. But you talking about Conti, I mentioned he was the 2014 Watkins Glen winner when we saw our first ever road course race in this eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing series. You got Ryan Luzatim, who, by the way, in the last 3 years of this series, he was the first driver to get 2 race wins. Luza had averaged about 3 wins in the opening 10 weeks of the last 3 years. So this is the longest Ryan's gone without a second win in the calendar in quite some time. Luza is somebody who expects victories, and we'll see all these guys in contention when we go to the longest oval race of the season next week at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps. In that one. So you had to endure a couple of weeks off up to this one, but we got racing next Tuesday night here on the iRacing Esports Network. Up at the front of the field, Mitchell DeYoung inside of 2 laps to go. Jimmy Mullis about 16 seconds off, Justin.
And for Jimmy Mullis, he's been near complete silent on the radio tonight, dialed into this race. But one of the main things he told me before this race was his expectations to have a clean race, to try and get himself some points, because he feels he's had speed this year, but has just been caught up in things out of his control that have kept him down the standings. Tonight, he's achieved those goals right now in the closing stages of this race.
And that's what you want. And for somebody like a Jimmy Mullis, Tim, we talk about all these different situations, right? Jimmy comes into tonight 30th in the points. So I don't even think he's in a position where he can think of a win yet. Will he be a contender for a win at Road America? Yes. Will he be a contender for a win at Watkins Glen? Yes. But a race win is not going to count towards playoff eligibility unless you're top 20 at the end of the regular season. Remember, you need to be top 20 to stay in this series for 2022. Mullis back half of the circuit, but at a turn number 20 is Mitchell DeYoung, the driver of the number 23 Dash Pass Toyota, looking for the white flag at COTA.
He's going to get the white flag here, and Jimmy Mullis is going to have to try to dig because Mitchell DeYoung is on that white flag lap. And you see in front of him, there's a little bit of lap traffic. Zach Novak, and then in front of him, Malik Ray and Femi Olat. But he really doesn't have to pass them. He's got a 17-second advantage.
He is well out in front, and even to the very end, 17 seconds ahead, Tim. He has not backed that thing off at all.
No, absolutely not. He is getting everything that he can here, and he's not wasting any time. We said he didn't have to get to Zach Novak, but I have a feeling he might get there.
He is closing in. Novak right now, final driver on the lead lap in P35. All things considered, 35 cars at a lead lap right now. It's a pretty good number, even given the fact that the racetrack's so big as we ride with the 23.
Through the corner, down the back straightaway for the final time, and this is the only opportunity you really have to catch your breath really on this racetrack, to get down to these final couple of short corners and get back to the finish line. And that focus has not left through 33 and a half laps or so, and gets close to Novak, but not enough there to put him 1 lap down yet.
It's been a historic season all year long in this eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing series. We saw a first-time winner just 2 races ago with Vicente Salas at Richmond. And tonight going to be another one full of firsts as Mitchell DeYoung navigates the final handful of corners in the Coke Series debut race at Circuit of the Americas. For 2311 Racing, he'll come through the final set of corners and become the 57th different driver to ever win a race in this series. He'll become the 8th different driver to win in the opening 8 weeks of this series. Also, an all-time record, but most important for him, a first career win and a possible ticket to the postseason. A sigh of relief as Mitchell DeYoung dominates for his first win at COTA.